Chargers.
Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
We are just about ready, Cam. Has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right.
Come on now. In the cup. Come on. Hmm? Papa, come on. Come on, get in the pot fight. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Fields going to throw right away.
Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. Again, Fields.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Justin Fields.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. This fielded right at the goal line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
In his stat line last week, That's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Herbert now. Staying on his feet.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
To the 43, 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We're now a 3rd down and 8. Play action. It's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st down, it's Carr as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
On 2nd down now, it's Carr, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw, Fields.
Got his open man, it's Carr. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, Fields.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Charger 16. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Charbonnet will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Daniels on the return.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first-round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Herbert. Throw left side to Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, he shifts past him. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
From the 50, here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2 yards to go, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Carr. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. The throw over the middle taken in.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Second down and 6 now. A shotgun snap, Fields. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Fields.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's Fields now on second down.
They're connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now it's Fields.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On play action, Fields throwing out left.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Fields.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 15-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Manning.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Johnson again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Johnson will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And then defensive defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Complete to Likely on the out route.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got his name complete over the middle. It's Weaver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off back.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Elijah Higgins.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On second down, here's Fields.
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Fields on first down. A short one there, caught by Likely.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Fields' throw is on target to Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Fields now to throw. That is caught.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On target to his man, Likely.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out in Denver. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. Jerry Jeudy, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Steelers had too much talent to finish where they did, as a Week 18 victory can only up their final mark to 7-10 on the year. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Daniels on the return.
And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Kenneth Murray
coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Back to throw. Fields. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Fields. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carr, and he's taken down inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. Isaac, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Out of the gun, Fields.
flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, it's Carr. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now it's Fields.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Fields.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
On 2nd down now, it's Carr.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
That's a Packers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Daniels on the return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. This 2nd and 4.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Herbert now. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game, and by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Now a handoff up the middle. Carr.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll try the left side. It's Carr. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Open man is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air again, Herbert. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he is going to be smothered in the backfield again as he ran into a wall there. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carr. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now from McGill, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 10. 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Herbert to throw.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Herbert.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Packers,
they end the season on a high note, but it's a season that will see them finish just 4-13 overall.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
you